Okay, here we go, everybody. This is week 4 of Beach Bum. Thank you for joining us. And this week, what I am doing is talking to my voice teacher from when I was 15 and 16 and 17 years old, who taught me to sing. So this week's episode is about our teachers and mentors. Here we go. All right, we're gonna do some stream of consciousness. Okay, what's your favorite musical?
My favorite musical? I don't know, it's going to be half Into the Woods, half night music.
Okay, all right. I thought you were going to say Sweeney Todd.
No.
Other than Margaritaville, what else have you seen this week?
Oh, I saw Once on This Island. Oh, I cried so much.
Isn't that
It's
something?
just beautiful, beautiful. Every time you played that role, every time you played Jesus,
yes.
In my head, all I could think of was, Superstar? Jesus Christ.
Okay. If you could have penned any score that you've ever encountered, opera world, classical world, or musical theater world, or song from the pop world, what would it be?
My jealousies run very, very deep.
That's great.
If I have to choose one song from a musical,
Sure.
I would choose Ariadne from Frogs. I think that is one of the most incredibly touching and beautiful things that I've ever heard in my life.
Okay.
If I had to choose a whole score, it would be A Little Night Music.
If you could choose any flavor of cookie,
Any flavor of cookie?
what would it be?
Iron Brew.
Brilliant. We know he's Scottish. Rob, tell us a joke. It's got to be clean. It's pretty hard for this man. Here we go.
One time, my sister and I were talking about, because we're both getting older, we were talking about dying and what should happen. And Jane said, I think I'd like to be cremated. So I said, okay, get your coat.
Ample Hills ice cream, beer, ice cream and beer for dinner every day of the year.
It's made me the shape that I am today. 8 shows a week. My students are constantly complaining about doing a 6-show run, or they get tired after 4 or 5 shows. So how do you do, really and truly, is it just exercise and eating well and all of those really boring things?
I think it really does. I feel like this person may not want to be in the frame, so I'm going to to do 8 shows a week. It is dependent on the show. Some shows are physically harder than others. Some shows are vocally harder than others, and some are psychologically harder than others. So I would say this one is, though I sing a lot at the show, it's not a vocally what I would call a dangerous part. It's not like singing Jesus or Judas or a multitude of other parts. So I would say that this one is a little easier to run 8 times a week because I don't psychologically, I don't have to be in a place of depression or anger or things that the body. This is getting a little bit wanky, but the body doesn't know the difference between real and fake. If you're putting your body through a psychological event, it responds to that. So doing a show like Once or Superstar cost me a lot, and it was really hard to recover from that. You learn how to do that as you run a show, and that's
Coming back from the dead is really hard.
It takes a lot of energy, a lot of calories spent. You have to eat a lot of ice cream. You turn out, you told me a percentage of your students that have professional careers. Wait for this. What is
it? It's a little over 30%.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I have at least, from what I've tried to figure out, a little over 30% of the kids have gone on to do professional work.
Is it sad that the best student you ever had was in your first year?
No, it's sad that the best student that I ever had now doesn't sing anymore.
Wait. I have another question. Okay, if you were to fly me home to do any show, direct me in any show or have someone direct me in any show, what would you want me to come and do?
I would love to see you playing the Count in Grand Hotel. If I could have you play any part, I would love to see you do that role. I would just love to hear you sing that role. That's what I would love more than anything.
You know, I don't know. I haven't ever listened to Grand Hotel.
Oh.
I need to listen. And one last question. How would you define art? Art? It's a general question.
Oh my God. Art is what separates us from just being thoughtful meat.
I love that. That's amazing. I love this guy. Thanks, Rob. Okay, guys, Christmas came early. The episode is about teachers and mentors, but we have to do a shout out for Cafe Grumpy. They have sent us a box of what we think is probably coffee, and we're just about to open it. Come on in, Robert. Robert's our cameraman this afternoon.
Handsomest cameraman ever.
Come in. We want to get a shot of
Let's
this
get a close
box.
up of this beauty.
So we've cracked the box open, but what's inside? Okay, look at this.
Oh my goodness.
Looks like a
card?
Okay, hi guys. We loved your video. Chemex or AeroPress. Please enjoy our Momentum and what is the other one called?
Is it the Brundy? It's the Mushroom Project?
Burundi, yeah. Shamba Coffees. Glad to help you keep going between shows. Wishing the cast of crew of Escape to Margaritaville broken legs, golden voices, or cheeseburgers, and cheeseburgers in paradise. This is amazing. Amazing. Thanks, guys. We are so happy. Thank you so much.
We're going to keep drinking and grinding the good stuff.
So I'm just going to ask you, Sir Ian Michael Stewart, to name one of your mentors from your life.
Second to the parents, it's got to be my professor Marana Delaney at UC Irvine for asking me the tough questions and pushing me always, till to this day.
Shout out to Mr. Dane Madsen. He is my high school drama teacher. I love you very much. I don't know where you are in the world, but I love you.
My shout out is to Kennedy Brown. I love you. Thank you so much for everything that you've given me. I would not be here without you, sir.
Shout out to Mr. DeGennaro in Washington Township High School.
Shout out to Dr. Vernell Lilly in DC now, but Pittsburgh. Woo!
Shout out to Joy Tolbert and Susan Rudnicki. Love you.
Shout out to Alton Gino down in New Orleans and Lynn Shaw. Rest in peace.
Shout out to Aunt Robin, Aunt Ronalda, and Uncle Peter.
Shout out to my two dads, John Culberson and Cookie Augusto Ramos. Thank you for making me the man and the artist and the dancer I am today. I love you. And to my sister and my brother.
Beautiful.
Shout out to Joe D'Antoni, Chris Spallella, Alan Russ, Diana Mahler-Marino, and Henry Fonte.
Miss Anderson, my chorus teacher through junior high, and thanks for making me Charlie Brown and the Princess Cinderella, and for telling me I can actually do this. And because of you, I'm here back on Broadway.
I want to thank Mr. Rob, for my high school choir teacher, for just being such an inspiration. Patrice for teaching me how to sing, Patrice McGinnis, and Paul Whitworth for inspiring me to pursue this crazy acting thing.
I want to thank my dance teacher, Yvonne Meyer-Hare, who showed me at a young age you can pursue your dreams no matter what, and you came to New York and you did Christmas Carol at MSG and came back and continued to be an inspiration. And my voice teacher from home, Sheila, who said it was possible.
I've had a lot of mentors in my life. Some that I'd love to give a particular shout out to would be Frank Trezza, Susan Robinson, Charles Berglund. These were all theater teachers of mine. But there's been a lot of people who've mentored me. One of my, a dear friend of mine, Bill Damashki, is a producer here in the theater and film world, but he's sort of mentored me as a friend and also as a, somebody a little bit older than me in the business. So I think it's really important to have people that have your best interest at heart and push you to be the best person that you can be. So I want to say thank you to all the people that have mentored me.
Jerry McIntyre, Jane Lanier, Jen Valanga, and Mary Satrakian.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this week's episode of Beach Bum. We'll see you next week.
Saturday.